Alright boys, it's time to destroy some of the dumbest and biggest copes that you probably have right now and that you're probably coping with inside of the gym. And if you're utilizing any of these copes, then you are leaving so many gains on the table in terms of not only physique, but just leveling up your life and attraction overall. And the first one, and arguably one of the biggest and dumbest ones that you will ever hear, is that face is more important than physique and that gym basically doesn't matter and that it's total cope. This is absolutely just pure cope. Okay, you have to be a genuine retard if you think that even if you have an attractive face, that leveling up in the gym is not a beneficial thing to do. So many guys sit here and they'll say that, oh, going to the gym, building muscle doesn't even matter if your face isn't super attractive and you're not a fucking looks maxer. But that is dumb, because attraction works in two ways. You have your face and your physique. If you have a shortcoming in the face, why the fuck would you not want to level up your physique as well to make up for it? Because some guys that aren't exactly that attractive in the face level up their physique and they get attraction as a byproduct, and their face improves as well. So that total cope, you need to stop being a retard and coping with that. Next, we have I need to dirty bulk. Now, this is the classic line of basically every young skinny guy, myself included. When you get into the gym, you think that you have to eat an insane amount of fucking calories just to bulk up, just to gain muscle, because you think it will make you build muscle faster. This is so fucking wrong, okay? At the start, I agree that, yeah, you may need to eat some dirty food because you struggle with your appetite. Throw in like a donut here and there, throw in like a bit of cake here and there to eat extra 300 or 400 calories in a surplus, but you don't need to be doing what I did and eating fucking KFC until you vomit in the fucking shopping center toilets. I remember I did exactly that multiple times. You don't need to be doing that to get a surplus, because the amount of muscle you can gain decreases significantly over time. Use the dirty bulk strategy in your newbie phase to gain extra weight and to get that first skyrocket boost of gains. But don't resort to this, because if you keep doing this, if you keep coping and saying you need a dirty bulk, that's when you spend years and years looking like shit and reversing the damage that you made when you have to fucking cut down by like 20 kilos to look good and not look like a sack of potatoes. Next one is high reps, low weight to tone the muscles. Boys, I'm fucking burning all these fucking copes. I was in the gym not that long ago, and this old fucking guy who looks like shit come up to me when I was doing a set, after I was doing a set, and he said to me, "Oh yeah, mate. Have you fucking heard that you should be doing high reps, low weight to tone the muscle and to build more muscle? It's more effective than going heavy and doing low weights. There are low reps." And I just looked at him and I was like, "Yeah, all right, mate. Okay." And that's half of the problem that most of you guys are facing. A lot of guys fall for this trap that high reps, low weight, or whatever order, even low reps and high weight, is a specific, better way to build muscle, when at the end of the day, all it comes down to is, are you getting stronger and are you progressing? And the reason why high reps and low weight is not a better way specifically is because it's harder to measure failure if you're actually getting stronger. So that's why a lot of the times it is better to go heavier and do a lower amount of reps, because you can truly gauge failure, because we're going to get stronger by going to failure and pushing ourselves to new levels, and that's how we build muscle. And for a lot of guys who are newer in the gym and who aren't experienced, they can't really gauge their failure point. So half of the time, and you might be included in this, you're thinking that you're done with your set, but realistically you had like 5 to 10 reps more in the tank. Genetics are bad. My genetics are just bad, okay? You've heard this all the time. Guys that have been spinning their wheels inside the gym, they think that their genetics are shit, and I was the same as well. But the solution to this is to simply shut the fuck up and just go to the gym for 5 years, okay? Too many guys are seeing all these retarded transformations of guys on steroids, guys with just the most 1 in a million genetics like David Lade, getting a transformation in 6 months to a year, and they look at their own progress and they think, what the fuck? Like, I'm cooked. I'm not making any gains. Realistically, you are. You just have to understand that it's a process that takes way longer than you actually anticipated at the start. I remember when I was like 6 months into the gym, I thought that in 2 to 3 years of going to the gym, I was going to look like David Lade and Jeff Side, and I was going to be fucking super aesthetic. Boy, was I fucking wrong, okay? You need to just shut up, go to the gym for 5 years, and then review your progress, and if you've done something wrong along the way, you will find out then. It's too early to call that your genetics are bad, okay? It's never over. You just have to keep pushing. Now, if you do want to learn how to avoid the common pitfalls, the common mistakes, and speed run an attractive physique and leveling up your attraction overall and getting the results that you truly want, then check out the link for my community, Project Undeniable, in the description. It takes you through the full idiot-proof system that you can use to build an attractive physique and an attractive lifestyle in the process. Now, going on to hard gainer as our next cope.
I'm a hard gainer, bro. I can't gain weight no matter how much I eat.
Well, the problem with this is you're not fucking eating. You're eating like a Minecraft skeleton. You're eating a little bit of chicken and veggies for dinner, which your parents cook at home. And then you're claiming that just because you ate a couple cookies on your dirty bulk that you should be gaining weight, but you're not, okay? The simple solution is to start training and tracking like a psychopath. That is how you actually learn how to gain weight. And you don't have to do this forever. So many guys think that they have to track everything meticulously forever. You don't really have to. Most guys who go to the gym for a few years, they're able to look at food in the supermarket and understand roughly how many calories there are, okay? Once you get to that point, then you can kind of eyeball things. But if you're a hard gainer and if you're thinking you can't gain weight, you're a skinny guy, then chances are you're not eating enough and you just need to fucking eat more, okay? And that's when a dirty bulk comes into play. But more importantly, you should be tracking your calories to see how much you're actually eating. I'm too young. People claim all the time that you have to be a certain age to start lifting. Most gyms have a, age requirement to get into the gym and start lifting, but I think this is silly, okay? Going to the gym is the best thing you can ever do for your life as a man. It improves your aesthetics, it improves your confidence, your attractiveness, it improves fucking everything. So if you're sitting here, maybe, you're thinking about, teaching your younger brother to get into the gym or something like that, just fucking send it. And even if you're a young guy yourself, just go for it, bro, okay? You are never too young. Look at the guys like Eric English. Yes, they're on like steroids and stuff, but he's like 16, 17, and he is literally fucking massive and he's getting so many rewards in the real world because of it, okay? And the beautiful thing is this is becoming less and less of a cope as time goes on, because back when I was in school and going to the gym, I was one of the only school age guys in there. Now there are tons of guys who are like 12, 13, 14 going to the gym as well. It is awesome to see, okay? And next one, which kind of ties into this, is I don't have time. Motherfucker, there are guys doing full-time school studies. There are guys working full-time jobs. There are guys doing all sorts of busy tasks that still have time to go to the gym. Realistically, if you do things the right way, if you're training correctly, if you have the correct system and the correct goal, which should be to build an attractive physique, if you don't have specific goals of being a bodybuilder or a powerlifter, then it doesn't take that long. You really need like 45 minutes a day inside the gym, lifting weights, doing the hard, important things, doing what I call baking the cake, which is when you focus on the main things that will make a cake, which is the actual cake, rather than focusing on trying to optimize everything and be a perfectionist and put a cake and icing together. If you only had a limited amount of time, I say this to all the guys that watch the videos, would you rather have a cake or icing presented to an audience or to a, group of people who are trying to eat your cake at the end of the day or eat your product? Well, obviously you'd want to have the cake because they can't really do shit with the icing. So build the cake, do what matters, do the most crucial exercises, the most crucial activities in the most time efficient manner to get the most results, and you're going to get most of the way there, okay? And again, if you want the solution to this, check Project Undeniable, because it's no bullshit solution to doing all this for yourself. Now, number 8 cope here is girls don't care about physique, or girls want dad bods, or girls don't like muscly bodies. This is fucking bullshit, and again, you have to be a genuine retard, okay? When on earth, okay, have you seen a girl that doesn't appreciate a muscular physique, doesn't want a guy who looks like fucking Superman, okay? Girls will say and sit here and try and protect their ego realistically and say that, they don't really care about muscles and stuff like that because they don't want to be shallow, okay? But the rule of life as a man is, or the rule of life of anything is, don't listen to a fish about how to catch fish, okay? Listen to the fucking fisherman. Listen to the guy who actually is attractive, actually has muscle, and knows that this will get you the attraction that you want. Girls are attracted to muscles, girls are attracted to a physique, but only if you build the correct one. And that, which I advocate in all of my videos, is the universally attractive physique. It's where you have a V-taper physique with strong lats, strong shoulders, and you are lean and you have high levels of vascularity and athleticism, okay? If I didn't have muscles, even as a tall guy, even as a guy with decent genetics, I would not be getting the attraction that I get right now. So girls do really fucking care, trust me, okay? And the final cope, one of the most common copes, is I'm too old. Now, you see this all the time with guys who are in the office working corporate jobs, even old tradies and guys who are retired. Like, they think that they don't have time or that they're too old to actually work out, to actually get in better shape. You're literally never too old to get in shape. And people sit here, and the reason why this is probably a cope, in my opinion, is they think that getting into the gym when they're older means that they have to go on some elaborate bodybuilding plan and end up like Arnold Schwarzenegger in 6 months. Obviously, your ability to build muscle and get jacked and get super shredded and aesthetic is going to be impaired at an older age. But going to the gym is going to be one of the reasons why you don't fucking fall over and break your fucking legs and never be able to fucking walk again or play with your grandkids again. You're never too old to do this. It's just a pure fucking excuse. And for most guys who are old, who are above the age of 50, 60, 70 like this, what the fuck are you even doing with your life anyway? Okay, you don't have that much time if you're a retiree or you don't work or you're just like fucking sitting at home all day. This applies to all guys. It doesn't take that long, like I said earlier. So they are the 9 gym copes that have been crushed. It is never over. You need to stop coping. You can build an attractive aesthetic body for yourself if you just put in the work and stop coping and level up your attractiveness overall, build a great lifestyle and have the success that comes with it, okay? Once again, if you want the correct solution on how to do this, to speed run this for yourself, check the link down below. But with that being said, remember, the progress is purpose. Stop fucking coping, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.